During the early years of the Second World War, Germany made several attempts to reach a negotiated peace with Britain. This video explains why these efforts were made, what Germany proposed, and why Britain declined. Before the war, Adolf Hitler believed that Britain and Germany did not have fundamentally conflicting long-term interests. He admired the British Empire and considered it a stabilizing global power. In his view, if Britain allowed Germany to dominate continental Europe, particularly Eastern Europe, the two countries could coexist peacefully. This assumption shaped his policies leading up to 1939. Germany did not expect Britain to intervene militarily after the invasion of Poland. When Britain declared war, it surprised German strategists. In the spring and summer of 1940, the strategic situation changed dramatically. Germany defeated France and controlled most of Western Europe. With the British Expeditionary Force evacuated from Dunkirk, Germany expected the British government to consider negotiations. Through diplomatic channels in neutral countries, Germany communicated a general willingness to end hostilities. The proposed conditions usually centered on Britain recognizing German dominance on the European mainland, while Germany would respect the British Empire overseas. However, the British government under Winston Churchill rejected any approach that implied accepting German control of Europe. Germany temporarily delayed large-scale military actions against Britain, partly due to the belief that political pressure or internal debate in Britain might lead to negotiations. During the early phases of the air war in 1940, German leaders still hoped that Britain might prefer a settlement to a prolonged conflict. Nevertheless, Britain remained committed to continuing the war, viewing German proposals as incompatible with British security and independence. One of the most unusual episodes occurred in May 1941, when Rudolf Hess, Hitler's deputy, flew to Scotland on his own initiative. Hess hoped to contact individuals he believed were open to negotiation. The British authorities immediately detained him, and his mission was disavowed by the German government. This incident demonstrated that Germany had no unified or formal diplomatic effort underway at that stage, and it further reduced the credibility of any German peace signals. By late 1941, the situation evolved again. Britain had strengthened ties with the United States, and Germany launched its invasion of the Soviet Union. At this point, any possibility of a negotiated settlement effectively disappeared. Germany shifted toward a long-term strategy of trying to pressure Britain through military and economic means rather than through diplomacy. Britain, meanwhile, expected that the conflict would widen and that international support would increase over time. In summary, Germany's attempts to make peace with Britain reflected strategic calculations, not ideological unity. Britain rejected these offers because they required accepting German dominance in Europe. As the war expanded into a global conflict, negotiations became impossible.